friends, welcome back to Trina's Humble Homestead. It's been quite a while since I have put one of these on and done a full kitchen day. I'm very excited to show you what we're going to do today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and my salad spinner container, and I'm going to go out and see what I can get out of the garden, because a lot of you saw my pictures of my salad and asked how I made that. So I will make a salad. I'm going to get some herbs because I'm going to, right now I have my pork sausage going in the Instapot. It's almost done. When that's done, I'm going to use this. I've got my eggs washing in the sink, and I'm going to make an egg bake. I haven't done one of those for a while. So I'm starting training tomorrow, and I want to have all my meals for the week made, and then whatever I'll have left over, I'm going to make an extra pan of egg bake for one of my neighbors. Then I'm going to make some ahi tuna, some crack sauce, which I do have a full video on how to make the crack sauce, but I'll just make it briefly here. And I'm going to make some creamed spinach, and I also took the rest of my asparagus out of the garden last night. I don't know if I'm going to get more or not. Usually when I pick it fresh the same day, I throw it in my salad. But since it was from yesterday, I'm just going to chop that up and throw that in with the cream spinach too. So it'll be cream spinach and asparagus. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use up my canned pasta sauce that I have, since we're going to grow tomatoes. And this year I will be canning tomatoes. And my canned tomatoes. And I'm going to go out and get some herbs. And I have these meatballs here out of the freezer. So I'm going to make just a quick, I'm going to use this. Actually, I'm going to do it in slow in my Instapot, because once I take the pork sausage out, it has great flavor in it already. I'm just going to use the drippings from there, since these are pork meatballs, and make my spaghetti sauce right in there. So that's going to be one. So I got the egg bake, the pasta sauce, the ahi tuna, the cream spinach. Let me go look at my list. Okay, I have my list here. So I got egg bake, cream spinach with mahi tuna and crack sauce, salad and pasta. I guess we got everything. That's what we're going to make. And then you will also see that I will add some freezer meals from the past that I've been eating up in my freezer, and they're just been really, a lot of them are like real turmeric forward, and yeah, so I'll share clips on how I did that, and then you'll see how much weight I lost just by eating all these whole foods. And all while the French Open is on my TV. I'm super excited. I don't know if any of you are tennis fans. I don't watch sports really, but I do like tennis. I played tennis when I was younger. So there's this young 19-year-old who took Novak Djokovic out, who's like the world's best player. And so I'm really excited to watch that match. So I will have a fun day in the kitchen watching tennis, cooking for y'all, and we'll see you in a bit. I'm going to run out and get some greens out of my garden. See you soon. Hi friends, welcome to my humble homestead. So today I am going to do some really simple batch cooking for some more freezer meals. I'm super excited to not have to go out and drive myself into Fargo and get groceries. And some of the foods I've made with super fresh vegetables, so they're preserved that way. Now these, I actually have these frozen organic vegetables that I picked up at Aldi. And this is how I'm going to use some of these. So it's going to show you how you can make some super quick and easy meals. And what I like to do is to batch cook when I'm cooking and then freeze some of them for a later time. So what I did was I took one of my whole chickens. I had made it in the slow cooker the other day. I actually have some eggs baking in the oven. So yes, I'm going to make some bacon, egg, and cheese individual sandwiches on some English muffins that I got. I'm going to do this super easy fried rice, and I'm going to do some chicken broccoli casserole. Then, if I have some time, I'm going to do a beef pot pie with some of the ground beef that I can, but you can certainly brown yours up. That works just fine. I had some for the fried eggs. So I have the ones for the sandwiches. So I'm going to use some of my hard-boiled ones in the fried rice. Why not? I'm going to use what I have. What I did was I made up 2 Instapots full of rice here. I made one of brown rice, and then I made half a full one of jasmine rice. I thought it would be good to kind of mix it. And I'm just going to throw in these hard-boiled eggs that I have. Eggs are eggs, you know, they're just not fried. And then what I did, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the chicken for the fried rice, and I'm going to use it for my broccoli casseroles. That's it. And then for the other ones, I'm going to use beef. So super easy. We're going to put these together, and then I'm going to freeze them up. Let's just work on one right now. So we're going to do this. I'm going to take, I hope this bowl is big enough, you guys. If not, I'll have to just divide it up. A bunch of this chicken that I just kind of shredded up, and I got the egg, and then I'm going to save the rest for my casserole. Now, I really garlicked up my rice really well. I did. I put lots of garlic. I put turmeric. I put, you know, just a bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a good half a cup of sesame oil in here. Just gonna drizzle that over the top. Mix it up a little bit. To that, a little bit of the ginger that I had in the freezer. I'm going to use a little bit of ginger root powder. Just to add a little more ginger flavor to my fried rice. Then I'm gonna mix it up. A 22-quart roaster. That would be really good to mix all of this in. Smells really good, that sesame oil. The recipe calls for soy sauce. For my health and just, you know, hormone imbalance stuff that I dealt with, I don't like to use soy products. So I like to use coconut aminos. You can, in the stores, you can get Bragg's, which works fine. I like this kind on Amazon. It has a little bit of a sweeter flavor, but there's no soy in it. And this is the one that I just like. And I'm gonna put 2 cups. So I'm gonna start with a cup here. Now I guess I'm gonna do 2 cups because that's a lot of rice. There we go. And you can get these in the gallon. This is a little bit more expensive, but honestly, for my health, it's just worth it. And that's why I do all this. And this makes a lot. This will make a lot. Mix it up. And now I think I'm going to start adding some of the vegetables in. So like I said, I just have some organic mixed vegetables, and I got an organic stir-fry vegetable mix too, that I am going to throw these in here. So I'm going to do the stir fry one first. That's kind of big. I guess I could have chopped those up a little bit more. And then these are just literally the mixed vegetables. I'm going to mix these in first. And that is it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in freezer dishes. Transfer, you can either bake them. Usually you just bake this when you heat it. You take out the freezer, defrost it, and bake it. So yeah, this, you guys, looks so easy and so amazing. I'm going to add another thing of vegetables in here. So, okay, let's throw it out here too. If y'all are keto, because I know here, I'm going to do the keto version. You can use cauliflower rice in here, and you can use different vegetables that don't have the corn and the peas in them. So there you have it. All right, so this is looking pretty good, everybody. What do you think? And it smells really, really good. Let's get some dishes going. All right, so I'm gonna use these ones here. I can pull the air out. So I'm gonna fill these up, and then I'll just label them and freeze. But this is perfect size for me. That's good for, you know, 2-3 meals. For the sake of time, I am going to set this aside and load these up into my freezer containers. After the video, I will show you a picture how much I get, because it'll be a good amount. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so let me move this over. This is going to be a chicken and broccoli casserole. Okay, so what I did was, normally what the recipe calls for is it calls for a layer of potatoes. Okay, so bottom layer of potatoes. I put some coconut oil on the bottom. Then, because I have so much zucchini over there, I decided I'm gonna also use some zucchini, because what's not better than more vegetables, right? Also, now, to make this as keto friendly and who don't want to use potatoes, we have all this butternut squash and all the different kinds of squash. You, instead of using your potatoes, you can use your squashes, your different squashes or your different vegetables, and just skip out the potatoes. There's your low carb. All right, so I have the potatoes and the zucchini in. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put a layer of chicken. Oh, I forgot, sorry. Layer of onions. So just a light layer of onions. There we go. And then the layer of chicken in each of them. Okay, so we got that. So we are gonna do some broccoli. Same thing, organic, frozen from Aldi. And we just figure out what works. And if you guys aren't gardening, here's an option for you. I think this is gonna be so good with the cheese. And I did take out Italian and mild cheddar, but I think I'm just gonna do the cheddar because I think something about broccoli and cheddar is just good. So I'm gonna put some cheese over it. I'm really gonna have to cover these really good when I freeze them. It's really full. I think I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna cook it tomorrow. I'll have it for dinner tomorrow. And then I will just cut up some individual ones and then put them in my little individual container. So I'll do that. Guys, we're getting our freezer so stocked up where I am, and hopefully you guys are doing these. And if you have big families, even just doing 2 of these, you have one for dinner and one for a future dinner. Hopefully when you work, you have something you can just pull out and make. And you know, a lot of times instead of just being, hey, I'm gonna pick something up, and just think of number 1, the money, number 2, the health benefits, number 3, the time. I mean, it's just such a great option to have. It's so many good benefits for it. I am going to get these covered, and then I'm going to put the directions on. Let me tell you how we cook these, okay? So for the broccoli chicken casserole, you are going to, oh, I'm not done with them. Oh my gosh, you guys. So heavy cream. Yeah, we got to add the good stuff. We put half a cup of heavy cream. This is a cup, so I'm just going to divide it between the two. We just drizzle it over the top. I mean, honestly, a little tiny slice of this is going to be so super filling, you guys. And then butter, a tablespoon of butter, and just kind of put it over the top. So a tablespoon of butter on each. Then I will cover it. Then to bake it, so you'll thaw it out in the fridge, and then you bake it 350 for an hour. After that, you will sprinkle a little bit more cheese over the top and then let it bake like 5 minutes till it's melted. There you have it. All right. I've made an executive decision. So I'm going to put these breakfast sausages together, and then I'm going to get my crust done. But since I have to do the crust and my vegetables are frozen and my ground beef is canned, I'm going to do the beef pot pies another day because I did so much yesterday and I'm worn out. I really am. So I have to pace myself. So I'm going to do this, show you how I package them. And then afterwards, I will show you all the food I got done. And then I'm going to sit down and have something to eat. So let's get to these breakfast sandwiches. All right. So let me see if I can bring the camera down here a bit. All right. So here's what I did. Now I just took some eggs here and I just scrambled them up with a little almond milk, salt and pepper. And as you can see, I added my green powder to it. I use my dehydrated zucchini, some of my dehydrated herbs. I use like my dehydrated broccoli stems, whatever vegetables I have left over, I dehydrate them, then I ground them into Z powder so it's extra nutrition. And that's a lot of times how I sneak veggies in. I don't really have kids, but it's a good way if you do and they don't like veggies, you can sneak some extra nutrition in. All I'm gonna do, and so I just bake these. I bake them in the oven so I didn't have to sit over. These were baking while I was putting the other meals together. So I'm just gonna take, and I just sliced them into 12 pieces. So I'm just going to take a slice here and I'm going to put, you can butter yours. I'm not going to butter mine because I have bacon on there and I am good with that. So, and then this is my bacon, and then I have provolone cheese. So you can use whatever cheese you want. And I'm just going to take it like this. My hands are a mess from gardening, you guys, and I wore gloves. And then I'm just going to wrap it up in my tin foil. Like this. Obviously I know what it is, but I'll just put, I could put BS for, but breakfast sandwich. And then I put bacon. And then I'm just going to continue doing that. And when I get done with them, I'm just going to put them in a freezer bag just to keep them extra. So I'm going to assemble these 12. I got these English muffins at Aldi as well on sale. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for these breakfast sandwiches. And then, my gosh, you guys, it's so much cheaper than going to one of those fast food places, and you can just pull them right out of the freezer and toaster oven them. And there you are, ready to go. Delish. Okay? So another super easy way to have a quick and healthy meal at home. All right, so I'm going to get these done. I will take some pictures of these meals that I've done. Look at all this fried rice. I got 1, 2, 3, and then this one I'm going to put in the fridge for my meals this week. This I am, because it's so overstuffed, I'm going to cook it and then break it up. And then this one here, another one of the chicken broccoli casserole, and then I'm going to stick that one in the freezer. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 family size meals. It's going to be so many meals for me. That easy. And then all these breakfast sandwiches, there'll be 12 breakfast sandwiches here. And you can easily double these. I just did this. Actually, I only used 10 eggs, but you can easily just do 2 dozen eggs and get 2 packages of these. So there you have it. Hey friends, since this video is getting a little bit long, I think for next week, what I'll do is I'll show you all of the food that I prepped today. That will be 2 egg bakes, some homemade pasta in the slow cooker, my salad, the ahi tuna with cream spinach, and the salad you guys wanted to see how I make. So I will bring you those next week. Stay tuned. Be blessed, everyone. Give it a like, thumbs up, share. If you want more kitchen videos, let me know. All right, everyone, be blessed. Have a great day. Bye.